Here's a little known fact. Women were among the very first to brew beer ever. From Mesopotamia to the Middle Ages to colonial America, women were the ones doing the brewing. Centuries later, how did the industry pay homage to the founding mothers of beer? They put us in bikinis. Wow. Look at this. Wild. It's time beer made it up to women. So today, Miller Lite is on a mission to clean up not just their but the whole beer industry's Miller Lite has been scouring the internet for all this and buying it back so that they can turn it into good for women brewers. Literally, good So here's to women, because without us, there would be no beer.
Oh my God, I'm so effing offended. I can't believe this. There's a woman on this commercial, first of all. Number two, she's talking confidently and actually against the exploitation and absolute objectification of women throughout the years from this one particular beer company. How could she? You know what, my feelings are hurt. I think I'm gonna stop buying this beer that I never bought in the first place. That's the response from many conservatives upon seeing this ad for Miller Lite. It brought a bunch of attention to folks that were concerned with absolutely nothing until they saw it. And then they started tweeting things like this. Ollie London, I believe. Say goodbye to the old Miller Lite. The beer brand has released an advertisement saying that it will destroy all old marketing materials featuring women in bikinis. And they quoted, "It's time beer made it up to women. So today Miller Lite is on a mission to clean up not just their own stuff, but everything else." Sad to quote everything that's happening. So apparently he's upset. Say goodbye to old Miller Lite. By the way, just a little piece of advice. It's a commercial. Someone wrote those lines. Then this actor acted those lines out. I have this small feeling that Miller Lite and all the representatives are not scouring the country, buying up old posters of women in bikinis that say Miller Lite over their backs. Maybe they are, but I don't think they are, especially if you get so mad about it to this point to say, I can't believe they're doing this. You mean the joke? Still though, Benny Johnson tweeted about it as well for a little bit of clout chasing. Miller Lite really chose this person to be the face of their working class beer brand. These ad agencies are suicidal. Did I miss Trey? Did you see Hillary in it? I'm asking that earnestly. I'm not saying that like sarcastically. I didn't see her in the ad. Maybe there's another one that I don't know about.
But it's that someone who would take a picture with Hillary is chosen as the front person for the campaign, which they find abominable. When I first saw like on Twitter, Miller Lite's trending, Miller Lite's getting canceled, right? They've gone woke. When I see that, I'm like, okay, I wonder what this is gonna be. Like another trans spokesperson, like a gay couple being affectionate, something like that, right? But as you already mentioned, it's like it's just a fully clothed woman talking, right? And they're like, and that qualifies as crazy woke for these people. Like this is some straight up like get back in the kitchen type stuff. You know what I mean? It's like it's taking it way back to like classic conservatism at this point, considering this overly woke. But that last thing where they're like, do they not realize who their target demographic is whenever they do stuff like this? And that just kills me because it's like, yeah, no, they do. They're trying to expand, right? That's what businesses do. It's like how when people complain about like Rihanna doing the halftime show at the Super Bowl or something, they're like, football fans don't want Rihanna, get Nickelback up there or whatever. And it's like, but you're gonna be watching it anyway. Like they want to give other people who aren't football fans something to watch. A lot of these ad campaigns, that's what they're doing. They're trying to expand their markets, right? By appealing to those people. Those ads are not meant for, the rock chewers. They'll, you still can get some bikini ads somewhere for those guys. Like the businesses have to do different things to appeal to different markets. It doesn't not make sense, right? But they just act like, oh, it's career, corporate suicide when they do this, because if they don't watch it, they're going to end up like Disney. Look what we did to Disney.
They're done.
And the NFL, we'll take them down like we did the NFL. Look out, Miller Lite. It's like, right, okay. I don't think they've ever successfully, canceled any of these brands.
It's this complex capitalism that you keep talking about. I'm not sure how anybody could understand these types of things. Expanding your business, you mean selling to more people? Who would have thought a company would do this type of stuff? By the way, though, there's a thing about when you're not the target audience of a campaign, many times you don't even see the ad, right? Because why would it come to you? Especially when it comes to, the age of internet and algorithms and all that type of stuff. Maybe you wouldn't even have seen it. Which leads me to this point. many folks didn't see it. So as these guys are bitching and complaining about this whole thing, it turns out Graphic 4, people pointed this out on Twitter, that this ad campaign was first announced on March 7th because they're comparing it to Bud Light. They said first Bud Light, now Miller Lite. The Miller Lite one started on March 7th. The one that everyone lost their minds over, Dylan Mulvaney with Bud Light, that started on April 1st. That's about a month later, just under, but still, because they weren't paying attention to it, because Tucker Carlson hadn't told them to pay attention to it yet, because Jim Jordan, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Matt Gaetz, whoever the hell idiot you listen to, didn't tell you, idiot, that follows the idiot yet, to pay attention to this, because maybe your life wasn't bad enough yet. They haven't distracted you enough with other things while they pickpocket you at the same time. But still, Michael Knowles is one of those folks that decided to be on the grift side of this as well. And he's like, this is definitely a problem that I didn't know about until someone told me. Watch Michael.
Now, the most important story of the day. I don't want to forget about immigration, forget about the economy collapsing, forget about the bank runs, forget about World War III. I want to congratulate Miller Lite. Miller Lite is following its own truth. It's going against the conservative cancel mob. Okay, it's standing up. Miller Lite is at least as gay as Bud Light.
I'm still trying to figure it out. Figure it out.
To be honest, like I've heard a lot of rednecks have arguments over which beer was more gay, right? It's not anything new, but like it normally wasn't under this specific type of context. You know what I mean? It's like maybe it was like lime flavored or some kind of craft beer. See, that would make it gay, right, to a lot of people. So like calling beers gay is not nothing new, but canceling the company for it and everything, and the feigned outrage is pretty wild to me. But
it's the same.
Gotta be mad about something.
Yo, it's the same guys that would see a woman pounding a Miller Lite and go, yeah, she's so sexy, she drinks beers. But when maybe agencies and marketing agencies and companies want to appeal to those women, and maybe they'll drink more beers. You're like, how could that women?
I also I don't know what they're gonna have left before too long. You know what I mean? Because they're doing this like with media and beers and all this. Before long, they're just gonna be like sitting in the dark drinking hand sanitizer and watching the new Kevin Sorbo movie. You know what I mean? And acting like it's great. Listening to Stranglehold on a loop, Stranglehold and Lee Greenwood. They're not gonna have very many options at some point if they keep going down this road. So more power to them, I guess, because it's like I said, it has no effect on the businesses. So whatever, froth and rage, I don't care.
Yeah, we had Budweiser, Miller up next as chorus. Oh well.